Part 3. You will hear two student nurses called Holly and Ed discussing their portfolios, which are the folders of work they have to put together for their nursing degrees. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 24. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 24.
Thanks for meeting me, Holly. I really appreciate it, especially since you're a whole year ahead.
Oh, hey, Ed, no worries. I remember how hard it was in the beginning. What was it you wanted to discuss?
Well, I'm concerned about the portfolio as I've never done one before.
Oh, it's fine as long as you update it regularly.
I'm not so worried about that. It's more that I might put in examples of my work that make me look bad.
I sympathise. I felt like that too. But it's simply a tool to show what you have learned in class and how you relate that to your nursing work. You don't have to write about everything.
OK then, but why do we need to do portfolios? My mum's a nurse and she didn't have to do one.
I read somewhere that putting together a portfolio is a bit like a photograph album because you don't select the embarrassing shots.
So we're supposed to display our work like an artist?
Not necessarily, though the analogy isn't far off. I believe architects use them when putting together bids for work.
Right.
But if you want some advice, I'm happy to tell you how I gathered information to put into my portfolio.
That would be great.
I learned early on that it was important for me to keep a diary.
Why? Was it so you didn't forget things?
Well, in fact, I was witnessing some of the most memorable events I'd ever seen, so that wasn't really an issue. Some people said it helped them learn from their errors, but for me, it was more that it gave me time to reflect on how I felt about events, what I had and hadn't learnt from them.
OK, I'll remember that.
Look, the best thing you can do about your portfolio at this stage is to speak to your mentor.
But I don't have one yet.
Really? Well, once you've got one, they're great.
OK, but until then I suppose I could speak to the other students in my year.
That's a good idea. They're probably feeling just like you, but since your mum's a nurse, why don't you see if she can put you in touch with other ward nurses who are working?
That's a great idea. I'll do that then.
Before you hear the rest of the discussion, you have some time to look at questions 25 to 30. Now listen and answer questions 25 to 30.
What parts of the course do you really enjoy?
Oh, I love all of it. Take the next biology assignment we've got, for example. I've spent all my time in libraries recently to prepare for it. But then I went to this beautiful old library that looked like it was just off a film set, and it just made me feel privileged to be there. And you? What have you enjoyed so far?
Well, you might think me crazy. It was doing night shifts.
Why is that? Because time flies?
No, it's that I've found it's a great time to find out more about the people we're looking after and to help those most in need by supporting them and being there to deal with their worries.
You're going to love the one-to-one aspect of hospital care.
You think?
Definitely.
And what about surgery? Have you observed yet?
Yes, I was surprised at how much preparation there was to do and impressed at how much they got done so quickly. I really enjoyed seeing the surgical unit work so efficiently together, like a well-oiled machine.
Well, I'd love to see that. What I've enjoyed a lot as well is ward duty, especially the neonatal ward. There was one patient I escorted there to see her baby, who had been born prematurely at only 6 months. Seeing the bond they shared, I'll never forget it.
Actually, I've been asked to write a blog about my experiences as a nursing student. I agreed to share my learning experiences since I really enjoy bouncing ideas off others and reading their comments, though it'll be a challenge to keep it up regularly.
Interesting, though. I've got a placement on the vascular ward next. What's it like there?
The patients there often need surgery rather than pastoral care, so you really master dressing various types of wound. It's a difficult thing to get the hang of, but immensely rewarding.
OK, thanks. Well, I'll look forward to...
That is the end of Part 3. You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to Part 3.